I guess Bill was right. This is the Devin Haney era. Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Jay, and this is our 2 cents, where we talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. In today's video, we will be discussing Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach and the fallout that just happened with them on Twitter or X. But before we do that, make sure you punch that like and subscribe button, and make sure you let me know and drop it below your 2 cents as we go throughout the video. You could always give me a call at 281-845-2103, and you could just leave your 2 cents in a voicemail, and I'll gladly play them on my live to my audience. Be sure to help support the channel by hitting the $sign 2 cents box in the Cash App, or let me know and drop it below your 2 cents by dropping a special thanks below by hitting the $sign with the heart. Now, this is just my initial thoughts. Let me preface this whole video by saying this is my initial thoughts, because see, a lot of times I don't like making videos giving my 2 cents until I hear more of the story. But I am realizing, as a content creator, I need to just start documenting my whole thought process as I go. My only issue is people like to watch my videos and maybe they don't watch my whole videos, or they don't really understand, and then they try to come and attack me and be like, oh, 2 cents, you said this and you said that. But I'm going to start documenting everything so I can go back to it. So this is just a quick video. I'll make it real quick because it's late at night, but I had to get these thoughts out of my head and get them in the video. And since it's at the beginning of this whole situation, I am interested to see what you guys are thinking about the situation. So definitely, for sure, let me know and drop it below what you think. So apparently, from what I understood from the tweets, Lamont Roach is suing Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, when I first seen that he was suing him, and I think it said again. So I don't know if this is the second time Lamont Roach tried to sue Gervonta Tank Davis. I'm not sure. Some things kind of went down after the first fight. I'm not too sure yet. Again, this is just my initial thoughts on when I heard Lamont Roach was trying to sue Gervonta Tank Davis. So I'm like, okay. What's going on? Why is Lamont Roach trying to sue Gervonta Tank Davis? So his dad drops a video, and I watched the video. And from my understanding from the video, again, this is just my initial thoughts with a little bit of information that I have, my 2 cents. It seemed like they agreed to a rematch, nothing contractual. You kept hearing Lamont Roach say he ain't signed his side of the contract, so I'm assuming nothing was signed. It was just like an agreement. I think they felt some type of way going into camp and doing the camp and starting the camp, and rightfully so. Now, I don't know if you will be able to get reimbursed for that because you just had an agreement and no signed contract. But whatever the case may be, I definitely understand them feeling some type of way about going through a camp, paying trainers, and doing all of this other stuff, understanding that you have an agreement for a fight, and then that fight doesn't come to fruition. So it's kind of like, okay, I thought we were finna do this. Who about to pay these bills? So cool. Now, if I'm trying to sue to recoup them funds, I guess that's more understandable. And I'm not sure how that will work because I don't think you had a signed contract, but it's understandable. So when the dad said we had an agreement, we were supposed to fight, basically, we had to camp and woo. But to me, and y'all let me know, drop it below what y'all think, it sounded like they were suing because Tank Davis is not fighting the rematch next, and he's fighting Jake Paul. And if that's the case, if that's why they suing, I'm going to say my 2 cents is I don't think that makes any sense. I don't think that you could sue somebody because they're not immediately rematching you, whether they agreed to or not. I don't think you can sue them. It's kind of giving a little entitlement. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of giving a little entitlement to feel like, oh, you absolutely have to rematch me next, right? Your next fight. because like I keep expressing, and like I said, even after the first fight, I don't care if Gervonta Tank Davis does an immediate rematch, because an immediate rematch isn't something you always see. And I'll be like, if he does do an immediate rematch, that'll be great. That'll be something he's done that his other contemporaries haven't done. Had a tough fight and then went into an immediate rematch. It would look great. It would do that and this and that. And that's how I felt about it. But he didn't do the immediate rematch. And so I still don't be like, I'm not feeling like, oh, Tank, you ain't who you say you is, because you ain't doing the immediate rematch and you this and that. And I don't feel that way. That doesn't make me any more of a Tank fan, and that doesn't make me any less of a Tank fan. Tank can have fans that have different perspective and think different ways. I don't understand what's wrong with y'all. It's not like just because we're Tank fans, we all collectively supposed to think one way. All Bud fans don't think one way. All Haney fans don't think one way. That's just not how it works. So that's my opinion about that. But so to me, it's just kind of sounding like they agreed to have a rematch next. They thought they was gonna have a rematch yet. They did things and put things in place in order to fight the rematch. And now Lamont was saying, and this is a whole nother video, because I gotta kind of dissect what was going on with Lamont, because now Lamont was saying he didn't know the fight was gonna happen, and he thought Tank was gonna fight him and all of this other stuff, but he was sitting on the internet saying he got options and he don't have to fight Tank and all this other stuff. So I was thinking in my head when Tank announced the Jake Paul fight, I'm like, shit, I'm glad Lamont Roach had all them options he was sitting on Twitch talking about. I'm glad Lamont Roach got options. So I'm trying to figure out if there is something contractual obligation there between Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach to where he feels he can have a lawsuit, or is he talking about like a verbal agreement? And I was under the assumption we was gonna have a fight, so I went to camp and did this, and that, and did those things. Now, with that being said, just how so many of you have pointed out, Gervonta Tank Davis never said he was doing the rematch next. He said he had another fight. He would like to do the rematch, but he can't do the rematch right away. He got something else, so it might have to be next year. Like we heard him saying these things. We were just under the assumption that he was going to do the rematch next since the draw. So I don't know where Lamont Roach is coming from with this, but if it's a situation where you're suing me because I'm taking another fight instead of doing the immediate rematch with you, that's a little entitled to me. And also, I don't know, because I hear his dad in the interview like, oh, we could fight down the line. And I'm thinking in my head, if you're trying to sue Gervonta Davis, why do you think he's going to fight you down the line? Why do you think he's going to fight you down the line? So, do you want the fight or don't you want the fight? Or do you want to profit off of me somehow without having a fight? Like, I don't understand what's going on. I'm just saying, I don't know if Tank is retiring after Jake Paul. I don't know about none of that. I'll worry about it if he does it, right? So I just want to come real quick because the situation just happened. So I'm curious what the two centers think. So y'all let me know and drop it below your 2 cents about Lamont Roach. Tank Davis coming out saying that Lamont Roach is suing him. I don't know if y'all seen the video with his dad, but maybe I'll come on here and do like a more in-depth video about it. But what I got out of the video is that they agreed they was gonna fight. They didn't fight. They feel some type of way about being next. And this is what you got to understand in boxing. This type of stuff happens all the time. I'm in the gym with a professional boxer. He'll be like, oh, I got this fight lined up. It's this time. The time, a little time will pass, and I'll be like, hey, what happened to your fight? And he'll be like, man, they never signed a part of the contract. He been and got started working out and everything. So before the YouTube streets get in the uproar and act like this is such horrible, terrible, bad business, and Gervonta Tank Davis is the worst businessman on the planet Earth, I just want to say that this is something that happens in boxing all of the time. So many stories I've heard of fighters, thinking they finna fight, thinking the fight that finna happen, getting in camp and doing all this, starting, and come to find out the person not gonna sign a contract. The person didn't sign a contract. The person went a different direction. The person went another way. The person ran off and had another fight with David Evanesian. I mean, this type of stuff happens all the time. So let me know what you think about Lamont Roach and Tank Davis going back and forth, and Tank Davis saying that Lamont Roach is trying to sue him. Do you think that this kills any chances of a rematch ever happening? Let me know and drop it below your 2 cents. Make sure you follow me on IG at 2 Cents Boxing and follow me on X at 2 Cents 20. Click this video right here. Yep, click the video. Go watch it. Let me know and drop it below your 2 cents. Be sure to help support the channel by hitting the Cash App at 2 Cents Boxing or hitting the heart with the $sign and leaving the special thanks below. I'm Jay, and stay tuned for my 2 cents in the next video.